Well, we're waiting.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Unfocused Fantasy Football. The fantasy season is over. Championships have been won. But the actual NFL playoffs are starting up, and there is going to be some opportunities with DFS and other things. And we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. We're also going to talk about the season pass. We did a redraft last show. This time we're going to talk about the top 10 and how they actually finished in their positions. Guys, how we doing tonight?
Good. Looking forward to some actual real playoff
healthy
football.
Yeah.
First time the Patriots have been in 5 years, so excited about that.
Well, yeah, it has been a minute, hasn't it, for you guys?
Yeah.
Is it true that the parole officer will be on the sideline while Stephon Diggs is playing?
Well, it's not only Diggs, it's Barmore too, so there'll be someone there reining those guys in.
Yeah.
I still emphatically say, how the fuck does Diggs get to play when DK Metcalf had to sit out for missing a fan?
Well, I think, DK took a swing and you could all see it. This is a disgruntled cook that's, alleging some BS. So I say nothing will ever come of this. And he will be exonerated on all charges.
Exonerated from this?
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear the excuses of they couldn't run fast enough because the ankle bracelets were slowing them down. So.
Hopefully we don't have to worry about that this week.
Yeah, luckily you got the most injured team in the playoffs with the Chargers playing.
I'm happy who we got. So.
Yeah, you got the 7th seed, and the 7th seeds under this format, they lose and get killed. So
Trent,
I hope you're right.
code is only legal in wrestling.
Or in New England.
Yeah, they have till the count of 5 to break it.
I know, right? It's crazy. But, some interesting games this weekend. I know I already got down on a parlay. We'll get to that on the fantasy or the legendary picks tomorrow. But I went with all the home underdogs. I had a $10 bonus bet from Hard Rock, so I bet the whole parlay.
Did you know at the Jags game last week, which I didn't go to, but there was an announcement made, I think it was in the third quarter, and they said anybody that has Hard Rock app, there's a QR code on the back of the chair in front of you. Scan that QR code and we have a prize for you. So my buddy that I work with, he scanned it, and it was $100 bonus bet.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Did you have to bet on the Jaguars?
No, you have to bet on NFL, though.
Right. They're actually really good. They're not a sponsor, but they could be. But they're actually really good with their bonus bets. If as long as you're consistent, they'll give you a $10 or a $20 bonus bet almost every week.
Yeah.
So
I thought 100 was pretty good.
Oh, 100 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was happy to roll my 4-team parlay with that $10, $100. Now you're talking about some serious money.
Yeah, no doubt.
So before we get into week in review, John, you didn't get to participate in the redraft, unfortunately. If you had, just out of curiosity, who was your number one pick overall?
My number one pick would have been Bijan.
You would have been the only one. It would not have been unanimous then.
I mean, you can look at the points and just go strictly off the points and say McCaffrey, but I think, for me, I liked Bijan. I would still, if you knew that the points were going to align like they did, then why wouldn't you just not go by the points? But knowing the upside, like knowing who's got hurt, who was in our original, like Malik Neighbors was in our original top 10. CD Lamb was in our original top 10. Ashton Genty was in our original top 10. Knowing that they are hurt, they got hurt, obviously I wouldn't draft them.
Yeah.
You're thinking, what could the season play out like? I still would look at Bijan. I would still be worried about McCaffrey. Even though, but I mean, again, if it depends how you want to play it, and the scenario of the game, so to say. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, dude,
points. And,
I passed on McCaffrey in my pay league, and it ended up being the biggest mistake. That's why I went nowhere. In my
well,
pay
there's
league.
a guy in my league, the one that I have, Benny Quinn took McCaffrey 3rd overall.
Yeah, we all laughed at him.
Yeah, everybody was laughing at him, and
he ended up winning. Now
he ended up winning,
no doubt.
Because I think he took him over Saquon. We're like, what, dude? Barkley's still on the board at 3, and you're taking McCaffrey? What are you, an idiot?
In addition to your names, you mentioned John. You also have to consider what happened with Justin Jefferson too. Another guy that drafted high and didn't have that result.
Yeah, I had him in 2 leagues that I actually made it to the finals in. If the guy had just performed a little better for me in the finals and won, I lost by 5 and won. He had a shitty week
let's take a look at how some of these guys did. In yellow, highlighted in yellow are the guys who were drafted in the top 10, and the actual top 10 over here. Saquon Barkley kind of came on at the end of the year, but it's hard to. What do you guys think? Who's the bigger disappointment, Barkley or Justin Jefferson?
Probably Barkley after the season he had.
Yeah.
Didn't he rush for over 2,000 yards last year?
Yeah, I mean, he's the number 1 pick in our league, at least. You can see there.
Yeah.
So I could argue him.
Yeah.
Jefferson. Go ahead, Greg.
I was gonna say Jefferson. You could at least say before the season there was concern about how JJ McCaffrey would be, but there shouldn't have. I mean, it's hard to imagine Barkley getting another 2,000 yards, but you figure he would have at least gotten 1,600 yards or so.
I can't remember what he ended up.
He might have got to that, but I'm not sure. Actually, I can tell you.
He ended up with 1,140 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. He only had 65 less carries, 280 carries.
Wow.
But you also look back at, Jalen Hurts. I mean, there was a stretch of 4 or 5 games where it was, do you not remember that he's actually on the team? I mean, after he had 150 against the Giants on the 26th, he went in order 44, 58, 30, 43, and 46. It's like, I know teams are geared up to stop him, but, I mean, it's nuts.
Well, I think you also think they changed offensive coordinator. So Kellen Moore, I think it was Kellen Moore, was the offensive coordinator last year. He's now gone to the Saints. And, to be honest, their offense looked much better this year, even with not much talent on there. So I think, and I keep hearing when I see McDaniels got fired today, I see in the chats, everything's like, oh, come to Philly as the OC, come to Philly as the OC, so I think Philly has similar sentiments that they weren't real thrilled with the play calling this year, and it could have been a lot better for Saquon if they changed up how they called the plays a little bit.
I got a better place McDaniels could go to, but that's besides the point. I'm looking at names here, like for running backs. Genty actually ended up having more points than Barkley, Etienne, Chad Brown, or Chase Brown. I'm sorry. I mean, like there's guys here. You're just like, wow.
Well, you look at the top 10 right there, running backs, and you're like, man, would you really thought Etienne was, going to be a top 10 running back? 254 points. I mean,
does help he catches the ball.
Yeah. But I mean, coming off of a lot of times the way fantasy tends to go is you judge the current year off of the previous year. So if you look at Etienne last year, why wasn't he catching the ball last year? But again, it goes a lot to, coaching. I think has a lot to do with stuff. Like look at the Jags in 1 year; they don't have a whole heck of a lot new faces. Etienne was there last year. Trevor Lawrence was there last year. Brian Thomas was there last year. And they were 4-13. You get this new head coach coming in with a new offensive philosophy, and I think it's a spiral effect. You can back into the effects because look at Tampa last year when they had Jacksonville's coach as their offensive coordinator. Look at their offense last year. He's gone now. Look at their offense this year.
Dude, Barkley only had 9 more fantasy points than Gainwell, his backup the year prior. That's it.
Wow. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And 2 guys on that running back list, Etienne and A-Chain. Yeah, they've been. I think last year they struggled with injuries, so that would be a reason to be wary of choosing them. But
I don't know if A-Chain did, but A-Chain, I know
A-Chain had injuries last year. Not this year.
In one league, I took him. I think I picked. There's a 12-man league. I picked 10th, and I picked Malik Neighbors first at 10, and then on the turn came back around and I took A-Chain.
This was last year?
No, this year.
Yeah, I was talking about last year. He had the
injuries. But I don't remember him being bad last year. I remember him smacking me 1 week towards the end of the year.
No, he was good, just injured. He just had some injuries.
He missed some games last year. He wasn't had gone for the year or anything, but he was hit or miss. Like when he played, he was great, but he would miss. Like he'd have a great game, miss a game, then play half a game, then miss a game, then have a great game. Kind of like Tua.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting when I'm looking at this list. It was fantasy dogma. You went running back, or
back in the day.
And it's kind of people have gotten to the wide receiver because of the passing game. But man, you look at this list, man. Running back. Looks like you can get a whole bunch of wide receivers down in the 7 to 15 range.
Yeah.
Or basically the same guys.
Yeah, because you don't got as many bell cow horses now. Like there's a drop off once you get to for instance, we didn't know Etienne would do what he did this year, right? So you go 1 through 9, and that's not counting Chase Brown. Nobody thought Chase Brown would do what he did. Who else? Chase Brown, Etienne. So we're talking 8 running backs that you're like, hey, these are actual top dogs at the position, and then it's a drop off. But really, there are more backs out there that could help put up a lot of points. So going back, running back to back might be something people might have to consider moving forward.
Yeah, I feel the leagues that I did better in and the leagues that I did worse in, I was strong at the running back for the teams that I did well with, and weak at running back with the teams that I did poorly at. Because you could get, if you look at where some of those receivers there were actually drafted, you'll find that probably every year. I mean, look at Olave, Flowers. I mean,
right.
My guess is that they weren't drafted until round 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Yeah, easily.
Well, it's a high prolific throwing game now, passing game. So it makes people think they need to take them early, but technically there's going to be way more wide receivers. So you can go get guys in the later rounds, middle rounds, where they still are going to have a good impact for you.
I've got a question for you guys. Jacoby Myers got a contract very quickly from the Jaguars. Is he a top 20 wide receiver next year?
Top 20?
He has put up some nice stats.
I mean, if you look at these numbers right here, if you look at if you look at it from this point, number 10 was Wilson, right, at 221. So in a 17-game season, I mean, that's just the top 10 guy. What is that, 13 points a game, maybe something like that?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Do I
top
feel that Jacoby
20.
Myers can be a 13-point-a-game guy next year with Trevor Lawrence and the rapport that they seem to have? The answer to that would be for top 20. You know,
Yeah,
I'm thinking top 10 is
I think
14 a game.
Yeah, I think
for
you
top
cleared
20, what's he need? 9 a game,
right.
And,
I don't.
And
Yeah,
Wilson just came out of nowhere too.
Yep. So I think 20 definitely. I don't think I'll be hard.
I would say he could break. Because look, if at the end of the year last year, would you have said Olave, Flowers, Wilson are going to be top 10 guys? Even
Right.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, you know, he was like the slot guy moving to outside, and they're like,
nobody
I
saw
don't know
that.
if he can do anything outside. He's kind of small and undersized, you know. We feel he's a slot guy, and heck, I don't know what round he got drafted in, but it was probably pretty far down there too, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. And Pickens finishing 5th. I know my brother is a huge Dallas fan. He does not think they're going to re-sign Pickens. And it'll be interesting if he doesn't re-sign, or if he said at best they'll franchise him, but he's not 100% on that. A lot of Cowboys fans did not appreciate Mr. Pickens 2 or 3 games kind of quitting on the team, which as Steeler fans, we are all very familiar with Mr. Pickens' act.
Yeah, with Steeler fans, it was 2 or 3 games that he didn't quit as opposed to quitting. But
I would be surprised if they don't at minimum franchise him. That would surprise me, you know.
And if he does stick around, then what does that say about where CeeDee Lamb gets drafted?
Yeah, because CD was not what he was the year before, for sure. You know,
By the way,
I would say CD's not going number 8 next year.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Jacoby Myers was 32nd this year in fantasy, and that's after only going to the Jaguars for the last what?
Yeah, I wonder what he ranked in the last 6 games. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think he'll have no problem being a top.
And he just
20.
seemed to get better every week too. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because you got Brian Thomas there still, and Travis Hunter coming back.
Yeah. Well, now they got Myers, and the Washington guys been showing out. Do they just say, "Look, we're gonna put you at cornerback, Hunter, and that's where you need to focus on"? You know.
Dude, that is incredible that Wilson ended up being 10th out of for the wide receivers.
I know, and it seems
that
like the first half of the year he didn't do squat.
He did.
But again, if you think about it, if he's averaging 20 points a game for, the last 10 weeks, that's all his points right there.
Dude, listen to this. Week 1, 1.5. Week 2, 8.1. 1.5, 4.5, 3.6, 8.4, 7, 9, and then 7, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. gets hurt. 33 points, 21 points. Marvin Harrison comes back, 6. Then Marvin Harrison's out, 38, 16, 13, 19.
And I think some of those end games, Harrison was around too. They finally said, "Screw it, we're going to."
Yeah, he was kind of still hurt, so they were easing him into it.
Yeah,
but my man, as soon as he became number 1, double digits every time, like just or more, just ridiculous.
And that's with McBride there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. McBride.
Yeah.
So
we talked about it on the last podcast. McBride almost has to be a number 1 pick at this point next year. He ended up wide receiver 4 when you look at the points.
Right.
God, Jameson Williams, another one. So Wilson was 10. Jameson Williams ended up being 12, and he was not doing good beginning to middle.
He had
he was definitely feast or
famine. He had 0, if I'm not mistaken.
He got me 0. He was on waivers for me. I added him. He got me 0. I dropped him, and then he took off.
Yeah. It
was
did
like
better
son
towards
of
the
a
end of the year,
bitch.
too.
But
that's another team. They didn't have their offensive coordinator I think they just fired their offensive coordinator the other day.
Yeah, they did. You mentioned Tampa earlier. They also fired their offensive coordinator.
Yeah. They need to fire their coach.
They said he's sticking around another year or so.
I know, but I don't know. He's just average, I think. He was average.
Did anybody fall further than Baker Mayfield? He's an MVP candidate through the first 8 games, and now they're talking about, hey man, maybe we need to move on. I mean, as great as he was to as bad as he was.
Yeah, it dropped dramatically.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think
injuries.
Godwin was out a big chunk. Evans was out a big chunk. Bucky Irvin was out a big chunk. There's another McMillan, I think.
McMillan didn't come back till the end. No, it's a lot of injuries.
Egbuka was solid the first half, but then he got injured and never was the same.
Nope.
Yeah, I think they have an offensive line guy that's pretty good that was out. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But...
Another one is Sutton was 13th for wide receivers, and I remember reading a note from Yahoo on him saying he's not what he used to be. That time has passed him, and then he ends up being fucking top 15 wide receiver fantasy. Like, I think you got this one wrong, Yahoo. Just a little.
He's just so big and slow.
Yeah,
I mean, he's big.
He makes contested catches, and
they look at him in the red zone. I like that.
Caleb Johnson runs faster than Cortland Sutton.
I had him in a few leagues. He did okay for me.
Holly Gordon runs faster than Cortland Sutton.
Don't get me wrong, it was a drop off. I mean, you go from guys like Olave and Pickens scoring 270 plus, and it drops to Flowers at 245, Collins 226, Adams 223, Wilson 222. Like, yeah, there was a drop there, but still, if you're top 15 in wide receivers in fantasy, then you still would have been a good, second or third wide receiver pick. So,
yeah, that's why I'm thinking my first 2 picks next year, I'm going to load up on running backs and then get 2 stud running backs and then go like 4 receivers in a row or something.
Because now your running backs are backs that can play all 3 downs.
Because if you look at quarterbacks, I don't know if you have quarterback one, but if you look at quarterbacks, when you look at the points the quarterbacks throw up, you're thinking like, should I, now you're talking big points here. You're like, why wouldn't Josh Allen go first overall? He has the more points than any of those guys.
Number 1 Earl. I've seen it.
But it's like, you can get any of these guys,
Well, my draft strategy has evolved big time. Like what Bob was saying, I used to be running back, and I was that way for a while. Even at when it started becoming, oh man, you better start doing wide receiver first. There was still a year or 2 where I stopped doing that, and then I evolved from that to just get a stud wide receiver, a stud running back, and a stud quarterback. That trio should carry you. And then now it's evolved into I just go best player available.
The thing about the running backs is they're so injury prone, and it's like you're investing a lot of draft capital early on these guys. And I think 2 years ago I had number 1 pick in a couple leagues, and I took McCaffrey. Boom, there he goes, coming off a huge year. And I'm like, man, fuck these running backs. Jamar Chase wouldn't be getting hurt. Stuff like that. So that's the only thing about the running backs. But now when you start looking at this and you're like, man.
Well, that's why some people go the opposite way, John. They'll go with the 0 running back method. Yeah. And it's just like, man, in this day and age.
I just hate not having a running back to be able, I just hate having to look who's going to get 10 carries for 25 yards and hopefully get 3 catches and get me, 8 points, because
I'll tell you right now, in a 12-team league, you can't go the 0 running back method. You can't do it. You will not win, period.
Yeah.
You can maybe pull it off in 8-team, 10 you're gambling. Like I've never done it. I never will. Like I can't fathom missing out on those top 8 guys, like I said, or even in this instance, 10 to 12 if you go 0-0 on the running back. But
we got a question here from Alex on a 12-man league, which I'm assuming is either a keeper or a dynasty league. Would you trade Ibuka and Terrence Ferguson for if you're familiar with the Steelers Sanctuary podcast, you know how much I love Jeremiah Love as a Notre Dame fan. I think John will join me on that one. If I got a shot to get Jeremiah Love, say goodbye to Ibuka.
Is that what he's talking about? Jeremiah Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like it'd be a 3-for-1. So you're giving up your first, Ibuka and Terrence Ferguson.
Wait, he'd get May? Am I reading this right?
No, that's his team already.
That's his team already.
He's got May, Gibbs, Genty. Oh, man, that's good.
So it must be a dynasty. He keeping all those.
Yeah, a bunch of keepers.
He'll have all those.
I would do it. I don't.
Terrence Ferguson. I'm assuming he's talking about.
Well, I mean, look at his lineup. He's already got neat. He's got. Oh, what happened?
Trent, shut your mouth.
Can you go back? Can you go 12 man? Okay, can you go back to his first comment, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Try to sneak Jordan Love in there. Pick one of one.
But but I'm looking. I mean, he's got Nika already. Olave. Now, mind you, Olave with the concussions and stuff is scary. But
he was healthy this year, though.
Yeah.
Can you guys help me with RA? The brain's not clicking. RA.
No, it's Amon-Ra.
Oh, okay.
Who the fuck are you playing with that you got this team? Although, dynasty and keeper leagues are different. If you invest early,
I would do it. I would do it. I mean,
yeah, because you already got a lot of young guys on here.
Yeah,
you got Harvey Henderson.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I would definitely make the trade. Ibuka is one based on that list, your lowest ranked receiver. You got plenty of them, and if Love is who you think he's going to be, he's going to be you're going to start him and Gibbs instead of and Genty will be a flex.
Love's going Kansas City this year too, and if he goes to Kansas City,
he's actually
rookie of the year.
He's actually going to struggle to decide who to put in the flex.
Yeah, because you really got. Amon-Ra is guaranteed. He's got to be in the lineup. Jahmyr Gibbs has got to be in the lineup.
How many flexes, Alex? How many flexes do you have, bud? Do you have just one? Because I'm in my pay league's 2 flexes. They got rid of the kicker and went with 2.
Yeah, flexes. I think he said super flex. So my guess is.
Okay.
Yeah, super flex dynasty.
But I think that means you get to put a quarter. You can use a quarterback in the flex in this.
Oh my!
Flex, I think.
Okay, that's some crazy ass shit right there. Yeah. I mean, dude,
make the trade.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love, barring injury and barring going to the wrong fucking team.
Yeah, that's a solid. That's a solid set of 3 running backs, a solid set of 3 wide
receivers.
Well,
we will look at that in a minute.
And Alex, if that goes wrong for you, blame Jeff.
And he's got Harvey, guys, which now is the starter. Dobbins is what, a one and done? Like, I don't think he was more than a 1 year, right?
Yeah, he was a 1 year. He was a 1 year.
And Harvey blew it up after Dobbins got hurt.
Yeah.
So
you got Harvey, Genty, May or Gibbs, and then you throw Love in there. I mean,
and Travion Henderson too.
Somebody in his league's really high on Ibuka. I feel like he's given up way.
Yeah.
Why you give up that? I don't know.
Honestly, I might try to package Harvey in there and see if we can get a tight end. Because you won't need Harvey based on that running back room, barring except for the bye week, maybe.
You could use that if you wanted to try to get a better tight end if you wanted. Yeah, I could see that too.
No, Trent.
No,
Jeremiah Love
will be
probably at the trading table and stuff his face.
Trent chatting a lot.
John, are you a Notre Dame fan too?
Oh yeah.
Trent is chatting a lot for a guy who's not on the pod here.
I know.
You guys cracked me up.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the incoming rookies and kind of let's look at that. So what I did here was I kind of put the rookies together based off of skill position, who's projected to be top 10 skill, maybe not top 10 in actual picks because you got offensive linemen, linebackers, safety, all that in there. But and then here's the top 10 teams picking. So, I think everything I hear is
definitely going to be changing quite a bit because
I'm not saying that this is how it would go to them, but if it, Arizona's obviously not going to take Love, but he's the third projected. He's the first projected non-quarterback to go.
What do you thinking? I mean, I don't know. Do you have what other position you have in mind for Arizona?
Quarterback.
I don't think there's going to be. I mean, look, Ty Simpson. Are they going to take Ty Simpson at 3? I don't think so.
So let me ask this question: do you think Arizona, with Connor being hurt all the time, Trey Benson got hurt and it was a knee? You don't think they'd be interested in Love?
Potentially, but I think they're happy enough with their offense. I think it's their defense that needs to be able to keep them in games.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So defensively, you see.
I heard that they like if you look at the mocks, there's some cornerback that's supposed to be super good. I can't remember if he's LSU or something.
Is it Jamad McCoy from Tennessee?
No. I think it's the LSU guy. I think he's
Delane. Mansour Delane.
Yeah.
Let's see. Avriel Terrell. I'm looking for top. I'm just looking at the top ones here. LSU, Mansour Delane.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'll say on the list, and I have not started by draft prep completely here. Trent is pointing out Genty was a can't miss prospect. Well, one not draft expert, but he does stay at a Holiday Inn Express when he travels.
Well, look, if Love goes to Tennessee, I don't have the same feeling about him from a fantasy perspective as I would if he went to, I mean, I don't know, maybe the Commanders are looking to take
him going to Tennessee would be very interesting because Tony Pollard was very sneaky, put up another 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, he came on at the end.
It didn't feel like it. Did not feel like it.
No, at the end, if you stuck with him, it paid off at the end. But
but he's got Spears, Tanaj.
I mean, maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints
Spears,
take him. But
the Saints would be smart to take a running back because Kamara is washed.
Yeah.
And I think Neal showed some things, but he got hurt.
He's more of a
not enough
thunder guy or something.
I don't think they consider him like a long-term guy, anyways. Let's see.
Love's an interesting cat, man. He's gonna change the fortunes of a franchise. He's not like Genty. He played against top competition week in, week out in Notre Dame. So,
do the Chiefs really have the 9th overall pick?
Yeah. I'm scared to death they're going to take him.
Fuck. Yeah. Dude. They may take Mekhi Lemon because Rice is going to be suspended forever. But,
well, you got to think Mekhi Lemon's the third receiver on here. So Tate, Tyson.
Yeah. Dude, it could be Love too. Love could be. I could see it.
In the mocks that I saw, they're taking one of the because I think there's 3 good tackles this year.
What about tight end?
Yeah, this guy.
Kelsey's getting long in the tooth, man. I don't know, but they're gonna have their shot at any of these.
But so that's where I say it's kind of for these top 10 skilled players that come into fantasy relevance next year. Like, do any of these guys? These guys going to be relevant next year?
Yeah, I would say one of either Dante Moore or Mendoza, because they'll be automatic starters. Like Moore will be automatic starter for Jets, but I don't think he wants them to draft him, so he's probably going to sit out. But
yeah,
but anyways, just for fantasy purpose, if he does, he will start automatically for the Jets. Raiders, Mendoza. I mean, do you think they would automatically start him? I mean, he's better than what they have, right? I think Jeremiah Love would be an automatic, of course. Carnell Tate, yes. From there, Ty Simpson, no.
If Sadiq landed with the Commanders and Daniels was healthy, but I still think he's tied in too, unless Hurts retires.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past the Browns to draft another quarterback. They only have like 7, so
Makai Lemon, probably.
I think everything I've seen, the Browns it's offensive linemen for them. So
Bengals are not drafting a wide receiver, but
I mean, what I think is interesting, I think the Giants are very up and coming, and they got this top 5 pick, and they got their quarterback, they got what's his name coming back, the receiver, Neighbors. They got Scattaboo, and the other 2 guys aren't terrible that they have, so they aren't going to take a running back. Do they take another receiver like a Carnell Tate or
it could happen?
To go with that, but you had Wendell Robinson came on real well for them as well. So it's like, do they go that route? But you got some good defensive guys. You got the Ohio State safety out there. I think there's an Ohio State linebacker that's highly rated.
Do not discount the rumor that the Giants are going to take a quarterback, because it really depends on the coach that you hire. And they may not be 100% sold on Jackson Dart.
I mean, how could you not be? Everything I see on the guy, I'm like, damn, he's.
This is Bob's annual hate on Jackson Dart. That's what
the guy just needs a slide instead of trying to take on.
Yeah, he'll learn that. But man,
I'm waiting for Dave to pop on Bob.
I'm sure the Giants are pretty damn happy that they got Jackson Dart. And if they took a quarterback at 5, they'd be stupid.
Well,
Ty Simpson. I mean,
I will say this in Bob's defense: if a coach takes over and he doesn't like how reckless Jackson Dart is, that's where I could see maybe there be a turn. But I don't know. They already gave up. Yeah, they got him in this first round, didn't they? Late first round.
Yeah, I think they traded.
So,
they traded back into the first round to get him.
So that's
they would. The rumor is it would only be for Mendoza, and they would trade up to get Mendoza and with a new coach. And part of that trade package would be Jackson Dart. The problem with Dart, and we've said it a lot on the podcast, and he played better than I thought he would, but he's an RPO creation. He only ran the RPO. If you watch his tape, he was exclusively in the shotgun. He was running RPOs. He threw the ball a little better than I thought he would. But bottom line is that guy's going to get himself killed, because he is not an RPO quarterback. I know he is because of his college but he's not going to last in the NFL.
He's already gotten himself killed, basically. He's got one concussion at least.
Yeah, I don't think the Patriots put a couple smacks on him too, where he didn't go out of bounds like he should have.
Yeah, it was
a pretty
couple
good
games.
hit.
But I think you're right. The Pats game, I think he got crushed. At least, twice. Yeah.
He's a little bit bigger than Baker Mayfield. Well, he's not a little bit. He's a lot bigger than Baker Mayfield. But he plays kind of with that Baker, I'm going to smack into you. The problem is, man, I'm sorry. I don't think any quarterback, besides maybe if you're Cam Newton back in the day, is built to take that kind of punishment to where you're going to run and run and run and run. A guy like Lamar who's shifty, who takes off from the pocket.
Hard to get a solid hit on him.
Exactly. But Jackson Dart is like, I mean, look, him and Tim Scattaboo are going to be hilarious to watch for the next 2 seasons. But then these guys are going to be in a retirement home with CTE in a couple of years.
Yeah.
What was that, Greg?
I didn't say that. We were just laughing.
Yeah. I was going to do the Goonies reference, but I decided not to. the chunks. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting. I've heard that rumor quite a bit on the Giants. At 5, I don't think they do it. I think if they were 1 or 2, there was a real consideration for Mendoza, who I know our friend Trent in the chat does not think much of Fernando Mendoza, but I love the kid.
I think very good. He's got bust written all over him to me.
A lot of the knocks on these quarterbacks, are going to be just that they're one-read quarterbacks.
Yeah,
going with the first read instead of going through progressions.
I mean,
if you need a quarterback this year, this is not the year to beat a shitty team.
Yeah, which is crazy, because a year ago we thought this is going to be an epic draft class, and now it's shit.
Yeah.
Now it's 27.
I forget who the draft expert was I was watching this morning. I think it was on the Dan Patrick show, and he said that if Arch Manning came out, he'd be the number 1 pick, and he didn't have a great year.
I did see that.
I heard something about that. Yeah,
he definitely did better towards the end, but Arch Manning is stay in college as long as he can, making $7 million a year.
Besides the name, he came on strong at the end, and then they estimate something like he ran 22 miles per hour or something. He was there was some kind of crazy.
He did pretty good in the bowl game too.
There was the joke he's the only Manning that can run. Like, I get the hype. So. Yeah,
and he's getting developed. You know what I mean? He's taking his licks in college. I just think that, for me, I want someone that can show sustained improvement and success in college. Like, it's probably more so in college basketball where they're one and dones. But football, you have to kind of stay a few years. But if you're just average in an average conference, that just kind of scares me a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of people talked about wanting quarterbacks coming out of the draft to have at least 2 years of starting.
Yes,
because that means they have that much experience. Which is
I think
going to be one of the knocks about Ty Simpson, just him starting that 1 year.
Yeah, I mean I see him projected first round, and I'm like, man, I don't know. There's nothing about him that makes me think first round.
He'd be lucky to have Greg McElroy's career if he comes out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to spend you're a quarterback needy team. Sometimes you just got to take your medicine and suck again next year, and load up at some other position this year with your high draft pick, and then get your quarterback next year. And there's guys like the Mac Jones and those guys that can be that gap year guy.
If you saw the hit that Simpson took in the bowl game,
it
was a shot, but that was the guy who hit him was one of the smallest guys on.
Was it him or was it the Georgia quarterback? The Georgia quarterback took a big hit too.
No, I'm talking about Simpson. But in that game, the guy who hit him in the ribs was like 170-pound cornerback. So
yeah, the Simpson guy doesn't impress me.
Oh man, Miami and Ole Miss play tonight, 7:30.
I know. I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. All right, so let's do some playoff rapid fire. We're gonna have a quick disclaimer because of legendary picks tomorrow night. David and I will hold our picks for the games until tomorrow, but we will certainly make sure we are participating. And even though Jeff doesn't feel well, he has the flu. Hopefully, he'll get his picks in before. And Greg still has a commanding lead. As a matter of fact, I think I can put that up on the screen.
It's not over till it's over. Us Steeler fans know better than that.
I think he's ahead of me by 6.
What did I got 3 wrong last week.
I didn't even realize I was in second. I thought I was like third still.
Let me go back to 1 second, and I'll go back to last week. I think everybody had a really good week last week. Where is?
I didn't.
You did, Greg. So John was 5-4-1. Jeff was 7-2-1, and so was David. You and I were 6-3-1, and Trent, as a fill-in, was 6-3-1.
I was 6-3-1. I don't know.
I had 6 wins. Oh my! I didn't think I had that much.
Okay, so you, John, I have you losing McCaffrey.
Yep.
Lance, you lost.
Lance had more.
No, he 5 yards less. I had Lance too. That was a
Nick's
loss for me.
Passing or Lance total. So Lance rushing and receiving, or rushing and passing.
Oh, we just did more passing yards. So. All right, so we'll count that as a win for both.
But I see where the disconnect is. So
yeah,
fair.
The Bears did not outrush the Lions. I was the only one who called that.
Yep.
And you picked the Ravens.
I did.
So
okay, all right.
Most of America,
I'll leave well enough alone.
All right, Quinn, do you want to take it off the screen?
I am taking it off now.
All right, so we'll start with the Saturday games. Packers at Bears. More passing yards, Jordan Love or Caleb Williams? Let's start with you, Quinn.
Oh, this is going to be interesting, but I am going to go Jordan Love.
I will go Love as well. Greg?
I'll go Williams.
David?
Love.
Depending
Okay.
on Jeff, I'm lone wolfing it.
Yeah, we'll see if Jeff makes his picks. All right, and then there's 2 for each game. There's going to be a prop bet and then pick the winner. So I guess David and Bob don't want to give away all their goods for their other. So it's going to be me and you, Greg, for this. So who wins
That's
that game, Bears or Packers?
Packers. I think that if Love doesn't get hurt in Chicago a few weeks ago, the Packers win that game.
And I say the Bears are going to win. Okay, the other Saturday
Cover our
game.
bases here.
The other Saturday game, Rams at Panthers. Over under Stafford 2.5 touchdown passes. So does he throw 3 or does he throw less than 3 or more or less than that? So let's start with Greg on that. Over or under 2.5?
Wait, is Devontae Adams playing?
Yeah.
Over.
Yes.
David?
Over.
I say over as well. Quinn?
I will also go over, but stay tuned tomorrow because I am going to make a very interesting pick in that game.
Wonder what that could be.
Smooth Jimmy will make an appearance.
Tune in to find out.
It will not be Smooth Jimmy.
This is my lock of the week. So the question is who wins this game? And I say Rams. And Greg?
I got Rams too.
Okay. All right.
Last time they played in Carolina,
I know they won.
They lost.
Carolina. Bills at Jags. Now we'll go to Sunday games. Bills at Jags. More rushing yards. Josh Allen or Trevor Lawrence? David, we'll start with you.
Oh, you went with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
All right.
That's interesting.
Josh Allen.
I'm going to go Trevor. Quinn?
Oh, this is a tough one. I think Lawrence will score the touchdowns, but Allen will get him on the yards. So I'm going to take Allen.
All right. Greg?
I think Allen. I think he'll be scrambling a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy.
He's going to be the full offense.
He's going to be scrambling because they'll be pressured by that defense.
Okay. And same game. Who wins this game, Greg?
I'll take Jacksonville.
I would take Jacksonville as well. I'm looking forward to that game.
Yes.
The Patriots game Sunday night. I wanted to start drinking at 1 for the Jags game, and there's no way I can stay all day into the Patriots game. I got to pace myself. Stay awake.
I don't really partake in that stuff, John. So I don't know what
he does not. He does not.
I don't. That's not my thing.
Anything that says that was just AI the other night.
Yeah, there you go. AI. We'll go with that.
All right. 49ers at Eagles. More rushing yards. McCaffrey or Barkley? Start with you, Quinn.
I think that Philadelphia. I was really high on San Francisco getting the number 1 seed, but based on the injuries and what I saw the other night, I think Philly's got something for their ass at Philly. So I'm taking Barkley here.
I'm taking Barkley as well.
More
Greg?
rushing, you said?
Yep.
Greg, you're up.
Yeah, Greg.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say Barkley because the Niners lost another guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same damn thing. Damn it, I gotta catch you too. Yeah, I was gonna go Barkley.
Wow, I thought I'd be the only one taking Barkley. All right, same game. Who wins? I'm gonna say Eagles. win that game, Greg?
Eagles too. It's hard to bet on them. It's hard to bet against them at home.
Yeah. All right. Sunday night game. Chargers at Patriots. More passing yards, Herbert or May? We'll start with you, Dave.
More passing, Herbert or May? I'm going to go Herbert.
Quinn?
I think the Patriots are paying very close attention to all the pundits who are pointing out the Giants have more wins against teams over 500 than they do. And the Patriots have been very, very good as favorites here. The second half of the season. Yeah, I like May in a walk on this.
I like May as well. Greg?
May.
Ooh, I went lone wolf tonight. All right.
And same game. Who wins that? Patriots or Chargers? I say Patriots. Greg?
Shocker.
Yeah, Patriots.
We can just fill in Jeff's
still worry
for that.
Yeah, Jeff's. You can go ahead and feel comfortable filling in that one.
Yeah.
All right. Texans at Steelers. More receiving yards, Metcalf or Collins? I will start and I'll go Collins. Then we'll go to Greg.
Collins.
Does make me think after watching that game last week that they're like, God, if we could just get DK back, I'm going to throw the shit out of it to him because this isn't work without him.
Yeah, but they'll throw it like 5 yards to him, whereas Collins will get farther down the field.
The problem is that with Metcalf, you're going against the top defense in the league. They're going to know to shut him down. Meanwhile, our safeties don't know which guy to cover when they run trips. They probably saw that, and they're like, oh, my God. And they're going to throw deep to Collins all fucking game. So I'm going Collins. Don't mean to skip my turn if it wasn't my turn, but I'm going
That's fine. Quinn?
So DK Metcalf has played 4 career games in the playoffs. He has 451 yards and 5 touchdowns in those games.
Whew.
Houston's weakness on defense is they do give up the long ball. DK Metcalf is going to have a game, folks. I think he's very pissed. I think it's Monday Night Football. Yeah, give me DK all day.
I can see the hugs and rainbows from here for tomorrow night's prediction.
I hope that happens, but I'm
who
trying
wins
to
that
win
game?
rapid fire, so I
Who
gotta go
wins
with
that
my
game,
head.
Greg?
Steelers.
I say Texans.
Shocker.
Texans have never won a road game in their
I would
playoff
like
game.
the Steelers to win because I feel that the Texans are going to be a tough out. But
Mike Tomlin has never lost a home game on Monday night.
it does suck. It's Monday night.
Look at Bob. Bob's trying to talk you into it. This is great.
What's any word on what the weather's supposed to be like Monday night?
32 at kickoff.
I'm sure it's cold. Yeah.
I'll be there. So I checked. It's supposed to
Oh,
be.
you're going to the game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 38 degrees, I believe.
What's the ticket cost to go to a Steelers playoff game?
To be up in the 500 section, which is the upper deck part, it
How many fingers did it cost you?
For 2 tickets, it cost me $330.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Total?
And then parking, I paid for a little closer parking. That cost me $157 after that.
Parking cost $100-something bucks?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit!
When I've gone up there, I've taken the ferry. I parked over on the other side of the river, and I've taken the ferry across.
Wouldn't it be cheaper to like Uber or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
Park across the river and Uber.
Plus, you're gonna probably want to.
So they have
night, so.
Now, mind you, they have you could get cheaper parking, but you're gonna walk a fucking mile to get to the stadium.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like an Uber would take you right to the door.
Yeah, I'm fat. I'm not walking a mile.
But you can't.
I'm
That's what I'm saying. The Uber, but you can't tailgate or anything if you. Uber.
I usually park at the spot next to PNC Park and just walk. Yeah, that's like 0.75. I think it said on there, almost a mile. But I'm like, nah, fuck this. Not on a Monday night. No.
So what you're saying is Monday night after the game, when you guys go live, you're going to be corresponding from the field.
Oh, at halftime. Bob requested halftime.
Yes.
And DMC3 is going to give the people what they want. They're going to get a halftime.
It'll be halftime. Okay.
Yes. halftime.
Go live at halftime because he's definitely not going live after the game.
No,
I may have to check that one out.
That is going to be a dash to the fucking truck. Like me and my son are going to be running to the truck. So
yeah, that walk a mile is not so bad going. It's so bad going.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, in downtown Pittsburgh, that traffic's going to be bad. So
Look,
good luck.
We threw out the prediction the other night, John. It's gonna work out this way. The Steelers will end up playing Jacksonville in Jacksonville for the AFC Championship.
Wow, that would be something.
That would be something. I get to go to that game. I would be so happy.
I'm thinking it's going to be. I don't know. I don't believe in Denver, but Patriots worry me too. So who knows, man?
It's a strange.
Actually, the Jags are probably playing the best right now out of anybody.
It's a strange season. You don't know. Like you just don't know. Now I'll say this:
I could see any of them losing, and I could see any of them winning. You know.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the Texans going to the Steelers and them never winning a road game in the playoffs, and the Steelers being 23 and whatever, then I would say the Texans are the most dangerous out of the group. Because that's been my
even
thing,
and who knows if they were resting a lot of guys, but last week they weren't that impressive.
I know they barely beat the Colts. And look at Denver losing to Jacksonville at home and then barely beating the Chiefs that are actively tanking. Like I don't know.
I can't even name the Chiefs quarterback. I can't remember that guy's name. I thought that was going to be. I think we did take the under in that. I took the under in that game, but
yeah, former Steeler. We drafted him because Kevin Colbert's an idiot. But yeah,
and that was his last pick too.
Yeah, ever.
Or did he? Or was he like, guys? I know I let you Kenny Pickett. Here. Here's a present.
Super Bowl champion Oladuke in there.
Yeah.
And he does have more rings than Pickett. Oh no! Wait a minute. Pickett got a ring.
And we got an. Oh yeah, I forgot. Is there more picks? We got an array right there. Sorry.
We're done.
No,
we're done.
Oh, okay.
We're done. Okay.
My bad. But nah, I'll be there. Monday night, baby. Let's go.
All right, guys. So these are our picks, and of course, we'll have legendary picks tomorrow night. We'll have the preview of the Steelers game. Dave is going to do a halftime shot for us on Monday night. The War Room with Trent and myself will be on Sunday morning, and we'll break down the keys to the game. It's exciting times in Pittsburgh. It's the best team we've had in a while. So let's fingers crossed we will figure out a way not to screw it up. And
exactly.
Yeah, because if you lose, then what do you get? Like the 17th pick or something like that? You're right in the middle again.
Probably actually be like 20 or depending on what happens with Chicago, it'd be like the 20th or the 21st pick.
Yeah.
From what I've seen in projected orders. Hopefully it's at least a close game, not a blowout.
If I go down there and they get absolutely annihilated, like when I went to the Chiefs,
I'll take like a Ravens game, man. That game last week was awesome. That was a great game last week.
Yeah.
You guys, and that was for everything for you guys. You guys must have been nervous.
Yeah.
Well, we might get what we want either way in this game, either a playoff win or a new head coach. One or the other.
Harbaugh comes to Pittsburgh.
Or we get blown out and nothing happens.
Yeah. You pick 20th again, you get a mediocre pick. And
history does repeat itself, and it's repeated for us for like years. So
eat, sleep, repeat.
Is this Rodgers' last game?
Yeah, could be.
It depends on how the game goes.
I think he did well enough this year that he probably wants to come back another year.
Yeah, he did.
But he doesn't necessarily.
Too.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily want to come back to Pittsburgh. He's already kind of floated that out there that I'm a free agent and I'll have options.
So we'll see.
And he does have to feed his family.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
He's not getting $50 million a year like the big guys are. So
no,
he's grinding it out.
That's right. He's got to feed his dogs and got to pay the property taxes on that Malibu house.
I think he's probably got a couple houses.
Yeah.
And supposedly a wife.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Allegedly a wife.
Sid talking shit in the chat.
I-
Why not Colt 45? Was say, oh no, I'm not touching Colt 45s while at the game. No,
He wants to see you drinking it live on the on the cast.
Colt
Bro,
40.
I drink
Colt 45
at the
Cora.
game, I'm not making it back to my truck. They'll be sending the dogs out to get me. Like there'll be a search for me. No way. He said if I go there and they lose, I'll get wasted.
yeah.
No.
Win or lose, he's getting wasted.
That's for the reaction show the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll just be a happy. It'll just be a happy hangover.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. Everybody, good luck in your DFS. Get those parlays in, go crazy, have fun with it. Don't be responsible. If you're drinking and going to the game, not putting any fingers. Be responsible.
He's got to work Tuesday, so did you take Tuesday off at least?
Yeah, I'm already off on Tuesday, so it works out perfect. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm going. Yeah.
Uber is a wonderful thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing your son can drive, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that going for you too. All right, so it's gonna be
sounds like your bases are covered.
Driver.
Yes. Whatever happens at the game will stay at the game, not live right now in front of everyone.
There
you go. At halftime on Monday.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. If you didn't do it already, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Oh, there's the money shot, baby.